protests
Yes.
continue in St. Louis with the police overtime costs mounting.
Yeah.
It's like $4, $5, $6 million. I forgot what it is.
Yeah.
But St. Louis City especially says it's a real budget buster, and would like you to help get some state money. Is that a possibility? Is there anything you can do?
You know, we have been working very closely with Chief O'Toole. We've been working very closely with the mayor to make sure that there's a coordinated response to this effort. We've been coordinating from an intelligence perspective, from an operations perspective, and absolutely, we're happy to sit down and work with them to make sure that they have everything that they need, every resource that they need, to make sure that our law enforcement officers can continue to do the great job they've been doing of keeping people safe.
I mean,
So
from
absolutely,
a budget standpoint,
yeah.
is it even realistic to say, can you give us $5 million? Is there that kind of money in the couch cushion somewhere in Jeff?
You know, look, as you know, Kevin, I'm a budget hawk, and we want to look after every taxpayer dollar. But it is very important for us to spend money protecting people here in the state of Missouri and making sure that we're supporting our law enforcement officers. So absolutely, our Department of Public Safety, which is working very closely with the State Emergency Management Agency and the City of St. Louis, will sit down and work with them to make sure that they have every resource that they need to stay safe. Absolutely open to that conversation.
But again, just kind of give
Yes,
us
please,
a signal. Is it a possibility that a big fat check for as much as $4 million can come from the state to the city of St. Louis?
You know, what I would want to do before I give you a really clear answer is sit down with our Department of Public Safety folks, kind of look through the budget and see what the different kind of accounting lines are. What I can tell you, though, is that we've been coordinated with these guys from before the Stockley verdict came out. We've been working with them for weeks. As you know, we've made a major investment as a state of Missouri by having the Missouri State Highway Patrol engaged here in the city of St. Louis, something that hasn't been done in this way for decades. So we're making a major investment in public safety here in the city of St. Louis because it's the right thing to do for the state of Missouri.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And to talk
Yes, ma'am.
about what the protesters are
Yes.
asking for, they're asking for possibly an oversight board, not police to look at these officer-involved shootings. What do you say to them, people who feel like they have genuine grievances as they're going out every night?
Well, you know what? I think the really important message is people who are peacefully protesting, you know, people who are out there exercising their First Amendment rights to freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, what they've seen is that our law enforcement community is out there to protect them. We've also been very clear, though, that people who are assaulting law enforcement officers, people who are engaging in violence and vandalism, you know, throwing a brick through a window is not protest. That's a crime. And we're absolutely, you know, happy to sit down and talk and work with people to make sure that we can move forward together around a common mission of safer streets.
Would you be up for an independent commission to investigate officer-involved shootings?
You know, I mentioned a couple of days ago, happy to sit down with our leaders in the Department of Public Safety, with the Sheriff's Association, the Police Chiefs Association, and community leaders to make sure that we can do everything that we can to have a twin mission of supporting our law enforcement officers and also making sure that the community has absolute confidence in these investigations.